Russia, the world's largest nation. Russia, a country that stands as the largest in the world by area, where winters cover the land in a blanket of snow. Cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg symbolize the nation's grandeur and deep-rooted history. The Volga River, Europe's longest, flows through this country, and its onion-shaped, colorful domed churches are among the world's most striking sights. Ballet and figure skating are not just art forms here, they are national identities. There's so much more to this country that you must know. So, let's begin our journey across Russia. Russia is a transcontinental nation because it spans two continents, Asia and Europe. About 77% of its land lies in Asia, mainly in the vast Siberian region, while 23%, densely populated and culturally significant, lies in Europe. It's often said that in Russia, the sun rises and sets over two continents in a single day. The Ural Mountains and Ural River form the traditional boundary between Asia and Europe. Covering approximately 17.1 million square kilometers, Russia is the world's largest country, about 1.7 times larger than Canada, the second biggest. It shares land borders with 14 countries, Norway and Finland in the northwest, Estonia, Latvia, Belarus and Ukraine to the west, Georgia and Azerbaijan to the southwest, Kazakhstan, Mongolia, China, and North Korea to the south, and to the east, it faces the vast Pacific Ocean. With such an enormous span, Russia's coastline stretches over 37,653 kilometers, the fourth longest in the world, after Canada, Norway, and Indonesia. Its capital, Moscow, lies in central Russia on the banks of the Moskva River, from which it takes its name. Moscow is not only the largest city, but also the country's political, economic, and cultural heart. Though Russia ranks first in land area, it stands ninth in population with about 144 million people. Densely populated regions include Moscow, Moscow Oblast, Krasnodar Krai, St. Petersburg, and Sverdlovsk Oblast. The national currency is the Russian ruble, currently valued at roughly 1.10 Indian rupees. Due to its vastness, Russia spans 11 time zones, meaning when it's morning in Moscow, it's already night in the country's far east. Compared to India, Moscow is 2 hours and 30 minutes behind. The literacy rate is 99.7%, showing how advanced Russia's education system is. Education is largely free, with strong emphasis on science and technology. Healthcare, too, is comprehensive. Free treatment is provided under the Federal Compulsory Medical Insurance Fund scheme. Russia is home to people of many religions. The majority follow Russian Orthodox Christianity, the nation's oldest and most dominant faith. Others include Muslims, Hindus, Catholics, Jews, and Buddhists. The official language is Russian, but regional languages such as Chechen, Tatar, Bashkir, Yakut, Udmurt, Komi, and Moksha are also spoken. Russians value family, respect for elders, and hospitality deeply. They love nature, and sports hold a very special place in their culture. Sports and identity. Russia is a powerhouse in sports like football, ice hockey, basketball, and volleyball. Martial arts such as sambo, boxing, wrestling, and biathlon are hugely popular. Russian athletes have excelled globally in tennis, gymnastics, and athletics, while figure skating, especially pair skating and ice dancing, is a proud national tradition. Geography of Russia. Russia is divided into 6 major geographic regions. Karelian region, Russian Plain, East European Plain, Ural Mountains, West Siberian Plain, Central Siberian Plateau, Southern and Eastern Mountains. The Karelian region lies in the northwest, covering the Kola Peninsula and Karelia. It's part of the Baltic Shield, made of ancient, hard rocks, tundra, and boreal forests. The Russian plain is a vast, fertile expanse stretching from the Urals to Russia's western borders, among Europe's largest plains, and a key agricultural hub nourished by the Volga River. The Ural Mountains, though not very tall, averaging 1,000 to 1,300 meters, are rich in minerals and fossil fuels, dividing European and Asian Russia. The West Siberian Plain is one of the world's largest flatlands, stretching from the Arctic Ocean to the Altai Mountains, a landscape of tundra, taiga, and swamps, with vast oil and gas reserves. The central Siberian plateau, between the Yenisei and Lena rivers, is mostly forested, with elevations of 500 to 700 meters, including the Putorana Plateau. The southern and eastern mountains include the Caucasus, home to Mount Elbrus, Russia and Europe's highest peak at 5,642 meters, as well as the Altai, Sayan, and Kamchatka volcanic ranges. The country's lowest point is the Caspian Sea, at -28 meters below sea level. Natural regions and biodiversity. Russia's natural zones include tundra, taiga, steppe, arid regions, and mountains, each shaping the nation's remarkable biodiversity. Tundra, found in the Arctic North, where permafrost prevents trees from growing. It's home to reindeer, Arctic foxes, and polar bears. Taiga, the world's largest coniferous forest, full of pines, spruces, and firs, sheltering bears, wolves, lynxes, and Siberian tigers. Steppe, vast grasslands in the south, rich in fertile soil, historically home to nomadic tribes. Arid zones, near the Caspian Sea, semi-deserts with specialized flora and fauna. Mountains, alpine meadows and snow-capped peaks host unique wildlife like Caucasian leopards and mountain goats. Russia's national flower is the chamomile, and its national animal is the Eurasian brown bear. The double-headed eagle is the country's historic symbol of unity and power. Major national parks, like Prielbrusy, Luzhny Ostrov, Vodlozersky, and Zabaikalsky, help preserve its immense biodiversity. And federal cities like Moscow and St. Petersburg. Despite its challenges, Russia continues to assert its power, identity, and cultural heritage, standing as a bridge between East and West, past and future, and tradition and transformation.